It's Focus Friday for you. Pastor Jeff recently taught on Sunday about sowing and reaping from the book of Galatians, but the concept of sowing and reaping also gets repeated in 2 Corinthians chapter 9, where the Apostle Paul says this: "Whoever sows sparingly will also reap sparingly, and whoever sows generously will also reap generously." In other words, if you only put in a little, you'll only get a little back. If you only work a little, you'll get a small return. And this concept applies to so many areas of our life. For example, let's pretend there are two young drummers at our church. They're both 15 years old, they both have natural talent, and they both want to get better. One of the drummer kids practices for 15 minutes a day, and the other one practices for 4 hours a day. Which drummer is going to be better at the end of a year? Of course, the one who practiced 4 hours a day. He will be substantially better, because if you want to get a good return, you need to put in more seed, which it does cost more upfront. The upfront sacrifice is greater, but the harvest at the end of the year yields greater results. So let me ask you, as a team member, as part of our community, are you sowing sparingly into your craft? If so, you're not going to see a good return on the gift that the Lord has put inside of you and entrusted to you to grow. He gives talents that we might grow them and give them back to Him as a return. And so we should all seek to be the very best we can be and bring honor to the Lord. Lastly, let's talk about our spiritual life. If you want a strong spiritual life, you have to sow generously into it. You can't just magically have a strong spiritual life. The Apostle Paul talks about training spiritually so that we're strong. That means you work at it. You can't just open the Bible app and skim the verse of the day and call that your time with the Lord. If you do that, you're going to reap a weak spiritual life. But what if you set aside an hour to dig into a chapter of the Bible, to take notes, to use a concordance, to cross-reference scriptures with other passages? Don't you think if you did that, if you invested that time, you might dig up some life-transforming gold? You just have to put the time in. You have to sow more time. It costs more up front, but the reward is greater. And so I want to encourage you guys, ask yourselves, which area of your life do you want to see some gains in? And don't deceive yourself, because if you sow sparingly into an area of your life, you're only cheating yourself. You're cheating yourself when you sow sparingly. You're the one who misses out. So cut back in certain areas of your life and invest in others. And God wants to bless you guys. He wants to fill your life with good and abundant fruit. But you have to focus on that area, and you have to sow good seed generously into it. So happy sowing. Happy Friday. I will see you tomorrow for the Worship Collective. Okay, love you guys. 5 p.m. NPR. Love you guys. Bye.